Oh gosh, what a long day. Anyway, spent the afternoon at the hospital with my father, and my dad had on all the Trump Vance stuff and Fox News, and he was just listening to all the different segments going back and forth. And we get to talking, and I'm like, Pops, did you see that comedian that wasn't really on the Trump roster, but they let him speak for entertainment purposes, and he was like dogging Puerto Rican people and stuff like that? But it was comedy. It was just the wrong kind of comedy, and it probably wasn't a good idea to do that before election anyway. But anyway, a lot of Puerto Rican people thought it was funny as well. A lot of people agreed with what he was saying. There were some people that were offended by it. And if it would have been me, which Puerto Rican people said they're still going to vote for him anyway. But if it would have been me, I would have never done that. I feel like that wasn't very tasteful, to have a comedian come in and start dogging an entire group of people like that. But Scamala Harris, Scumbag Harris, in her infinite wisdom, already had a pre-recorded script drawn up, like she knew exactly what this comedian was going to talk about. And just minutes after this guy gets up on the stage and dogs Puerto Rican people and stuff at his rally, releases this pre-recorded script, almost as if she was in the pocket, or this guy was in the pocket of her, and they already had this pre-recorded. They already had the shit pre-planned. And she's doing whatever she possibly can right now, and it doesn't matter what it is. She's trying to pay and get in bed with as many people as she possibly can. She's going after Trump campaign people, going after people that support Trump, just to pay them to turn their back on him. And some of them are doing it. She even went as far as paying for a campaign Freedom Town USA advertisement on Fortnite. Are you fucking kidding me? Most of the people that play Fortnite can't even vote anyway. Why would you put a campaign ad up, and why would Fortnite agree to putting politics on their platform? It's a game for children. You tell me somebody's not desperate? Somebody's not grasping at as many small, thin, tiny straws as possible? She's scared, and doing whatever it takes to spend as much money and be as corrupt as she possibly can to get her name out there as much as possible and make Trump look as bad as she possibly can. Scamala Harris is absolutely ridiculous. Their whole campaign is absolutely ridiculous. And I was listening to her talk. She was like, everything that she was saying. Trump's trying to take guns away from people. No, the fuck he's not. He supports Second Amendment rights. He likes the fact that people want Second Amendment rights. It's the Democratic Party that's trying to make it more and more and more restrictive to even be able to protect yourself and use that right, because they think the answer to gun crimes and killings and stuff like that is to just make it as hard as possible to get one. And that's not the answer, because criminals are going to get them no matter what. Criminals don't care about your laws. They're going to find and buy from other countries, import, Mexico, whatever, as much as they possibly want and can, and you're not going to stop them from doing it. So you're not going to stop or limit gun violence by putting restrictions on Second Amendment rights. Why would she say that Donald Trump would be doing this stuff? I have no idea. Then she starts talking about Donald Trump is wanting restriction on freedom of speech and stuff like that. Hello, motherfucker. Like, seriously, there was just an interview not too long ago where Hillary Clinton was openly admitting that she thinks people should be prosecuted for openly speaking on the internet. There should be consequences to promoting or talking about things that you may not completely know about. You may be spreading propaganda. You may be spreading part truth, but not the whole truth, or even just flat out lying. You should be prosecuted for using your free speech. Even though you may be wrong, you should be prosecuted for it. It's like everything that Kamala was talking about is her party was doing. Absolutely freaking ridiculous, man. Nobody should vote for them. Not a single person, but I know there's idiots out there that are going to. Vote red. Vote red. That's all. If you want to see a change, somewhat of a change, the best change that you can possibly see right now, vote red. Don't vote for the Democratic Party. That's a disaster. And what was the interview with J.D. Vance? And was it like a reporter or something from Channel 7, ABC or something like that? And he was asking him, well, Donald Trump said this and Donald Trump said that. Why do you support that type of rhetoric? And J.D. looked at him and said, you're taking two different conversations and you're putting them in as one. That's not what he said. He didn't say anything like that. And he said, actually, as a matter of fact, you guys have been doing this, especially you've been spreading lies and misinformation for a long time. Just called him straight out. That you're just making stuff up to prove a point that you can't prove, because you guys always take things out of context and you don't ever talk about exactly what happened, why it happened, and explain verbatim what was said. Pretty sad. But because he's spot on with what he said. Anyway, that's all I got for right now. I'll talk to y'all later.